Judah, I'm gonna need.
Don.
I need. Oh, yeah.
You gotta see him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, oh.
37 after the hour, right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Chad Davis. Favorite entertainment magazine show here at VON, where we talk about just a little bit of this and a whole lot of that. But most importantly, we hope that you are relaxing, relating, and releasing whatever that stress and drama in your life. We ask that you please let it go. And if you're at work, continue to do enough work that you're able to keep your job, but keep listening to Real Talk, Real People. So our first guest this evening is Crystal N. Courtney, and she is the founder and creator of Crystal Cleansing Center.
Yes.
And tonight she's here to talk to us about vajayjay steaming. And I must admit, I've never really heard of, well, actually, I'm going to take that lie back, because isn't this something that is done in the Asian culture?
Koreans do it. Asians do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Yes.
Crystal N. Courtney.
Hello,
darling.
everyone.
Hi.
Hello there.
How you doing, baby?
Oh, we are great today.
I see. And you got women lined up and all of that. And I'm just, look, this is the first time I'm probably speechless when it comes to a segment. So please explain to us what it is that you do and why women are just like losing their mind. I mean, like, we're going to talk to a lady tonight. She's like, are you kidding me? I ran here for this opportunity.
We have two.
Two women.
We have
and
two.
we're going to actually do a live steaming here in the studio.
That's right. We getting it
Look,
in
don't-
live.
look,
We
don't
have the
press that
steam
button.
units
Press that
here.
button. Wait, but please press that button.
We have the steam units
Press.
here.
Programs are not necessarily those of WVON, Midway Broadcasting Corporation, or participating sponsors.
Girl, I had to keep my job.
I gotta be censored.
I had to keep my job. I had to keep my job. So, okay, all right.
Okay.
So, just start, please. I don't even know what to say. Okay.
Well, vaginal steaming, you can think of it as a herbal facial for the vagina.
Okay, herbal facial for the vagina.
Yes.
Okay.
So just like we get facials, we go to an esthetician and we get facials. Well, what she does is steam the face first.
Okay.
And one of the reasons she cleanses and she steams the face is so she can get the impurities to come out.
Okay.
So steam helps things cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it rises, it helps things tighten, it helps things to tone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing with the vagina. We clean everything with steam.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, which is true. I've heard of people,
Yeah.
blocking a hat or getting their hat, and you would steam it. I've had my suit steamed.
I steam my hair.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right.
Yes, we steam buildings, we steam cars, we
Right.
steam little cracks and crevices of things that we can't normally get into.
Uh-huh.
We use everything for steam to clean.
Okay.
So the vagina is one of the things that we're using to steam.
Okay.
So we're just we're adding herbs to the water because steam is very penetrating.
Mm-hmm.
We can penetrate through all kind of things.
Okay. So
That we normally
how long
wouldn't be
has
able to.
Vaginal steaming been around?
Vaginal steaming has been around through centuries. It's nothing new. In
Okay.
every culture, you can find steaming. It kind of went away with our midwives.
Okay.
So, but vaginal steaming is done in Korea. It's done in South and Central America. You can find it in Africa. People in the Caribbean to this day, they still steam. So you can find steaming all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And indigenous people, they still do it. Where the midwives, they still do it. It was the midwives that actually took care of the vaginal health.
Mm-hmm.
So a little history on vaginal health and how this whole modern gynecology came about was through this doctor named James Merriam Sims.
Mm-hmm.
He was a slave owner and a serial killer.
Wait, a slave
Owner and a serial killer. He was
Oh.
known as a medical trailblazer.
Okay.
He's known as the father of gynecology.
Okay.
Okay, so he was recently idolized in New York. There's a statue of him in Central Park that was taken down this February.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he did with his research, the research that he conducted that research on enslaved black women.
Okay.
And he did it without anesthesia.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because he felt that black people did not feel pain the same way that white people did.
Oh, my.
So that was one of the reasons they were like, we need to take this statue down, and because we were the
Victim.
we were the victims.
Yes.
And these were young women. He did over 18 procedures on one 18-year-old woman.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And this was normal practice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sad.
So that's the father of gynecology.
Okay.
That's how it came about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, for the average woman that would want to get her vajayjay steamed, what's the health benefits of getting a vajayjay steamed?
The health benefits are enormous. I mean, anything from cramps to fibroid tumor cysts, overall, just relaxation, from every stage of life. Steaming helps women from beginning of their menstrual cycle all the way to after they have finished their menstrual cycle and they are now through menopause.
Okay.
So a younger woman, it would help them to break down debris and break down those stagnations that they may have that causes pain or causes cramping, or would start a normal cycle should start fresh red blood, and it should end on fresh red blood. So anything that will cause it to start on dark or end with dark, all of that is old debris.
Okay.
So steaming helps to get all of that stuff out of there, so they can start having natural, fresh, healthy cycles.
Oh, interesting. So how often should one steam?
Oh, sounds like the pot's ready.
Oh.
A woman should ideally steam after her cycle.
Okay.
2 to 3 days after her cycle's over to help to, bring all that debris out.
Okay. All right.
And she can steam depending on what's going on with her, because everybody steams differently. All women can't steam the same. So I'll have everyone fill out a questionnaire to see who steams and how they need to steam and how often they can steam and for how long. Because there's sensitivities that some women have and they can't steam for long periods of time.
Okay.
Such
as what?
If a woman has IUD.
Okay.
We don't want her to steam and that uterus soften up and the IUD come out for too long and for too hot.
Okay.
So she has sensitivity. So we have to give her a mild steam.
Okay.
We can only steam her for 15 minutes at a time.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how long is the average steam?
So a woman with an IUD can only steam for 15 minutes. We break her cycle. We break her sessions up into 2 different sessions.
Okay.
So she would come in and steam, and then she would have to come back another time and steam.
Okay.
Generally, the normal steam time is 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So they
Can you
steam
smell?
I can. I really.
Yeah.
It does smell delicious, I'm just kind of wondering.
It's like tea.
Yeah, it really is. It does smell like a great tea in here, like we're almost in a tea house.
Yes.
But okay, so now.
And that's what it is.
What are you infusing in this water to make it smell like this?
These are herbs. These are the same herbs that you can use as a tea blend. Okay. So we're using mint, we're using roses, we're using rose hips, rosemary, we're using red raspberry, which is good for women. So depending on and mugwort and mother's wort, all of these things are good for tightening and toning and lubricating and all the good stuff that women want their vaginas to do.
Okay, so this is all natural.
It's all natural.
Okay, so the other day when you and I were on the telephone, and I kind of made a joke. I said, "Well, what if a dude run around here talking about he got a mangina?" So can guys do this? And you said actually men can.
Absolutely, a man can steam too, because the whole point of steaming is to get that circulation moving. Okay. It's the circulation that helps things move and helps things heal. So if a man is going through prostate problems, he needs to get some circulation moving in that area to help with the healing. Okay. So if he has a problem with hemorrhoids, same thing.
Hemorrhoids, prostate stimulation.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We need that steam to go in to help, and those herbs that are healing herbs to go in and help to soothe those tissues and shrink those tissues and tone those tissues.
Okay. And so you actually put a call out on social media looking for, Lord, look, this is about 50 women that showed up out here. Look.
I got 2 sorors here. The Zetas are in the house.
So Erica, Joseph, turn Erica's mic on. So Erica, you agreed to come and be steamed tonight. What made you want to come be steamed?
It was reading Crystal's profile and learning about the detoxing, and I got to thinking, I'm like, well, why wouldn't I want to detox my lunchbox? So I'm let me try this. I'm all about tightening up and toning. I want that whole snatch back, and it was to help benefits that she was telling me about.
Okay, and have you ever steamed before?
Never steamed. This is my first time.
Okay.
And it just so happened to be on Facebook Live.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to make you really famous tonight. Look, you liable to get a Hollywood contract from this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Right. I appreciate you and your JJ being here for the demonstration. All right. So then what we'll do is we'll run a commercial break. We'll get everybody in position, and when we come back, Crystal, tell people what your Facebook is, and then I'll do Art Chat Daddy Sims or Art Sims on mine.
Okay.
So,
I'm Crystal N. Courtney on Facebook. And my business page is Crystal N. Courtney, Vaginal Steaming and Colonic. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, all right. So we'll figure it out. You all, and this is all, safe and all that good stuff. Y'all ain't gonna have all that hanging out in the studio like that. But when we come back, we're gonna see the JJ Steam. You
live.
We're gonna the JJ Steam live.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gonna get hot in here.
I know one thing. I need a little whatever that is in that pot.
Don't it smell
boiling,
good?
A little lemon. I know it does. It smells really good. I almost leaned up a little Jack Daniels. Never mind. Never mind. But JJ water. We'll be back in just a moment.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Hey, Becky, Gladys.
All right, so get the ladies in position.
All right.
How you doing, dear?
All right, so we're on commercial. My soror are here, and I got Erica here, and we are about to get this popping, okay? So this is Erica. That's Don back there.
What we'll do is move you to that microphone if you need to explain. I mean, since the ladies will be
Well,
sitting
they'll be okay.
Okay,
We're good. So I just need to move this.
If only child abuse was this easy to recognize, perhaps then more people would report it.
Girl, I know you ain't stop. Hold up.
Call Child
She takes it
at
off.
1-800-4A-CHILD or visit www.childhelp.org. We've helped millions.
What, you fell asleep or you traffic? Coming from where?
Maryville.
From Maryville? Yeah. Girl, you lying. You was coming against the traffic. Wow.
All right, so this is yours. It shouldn't be too hot,
Or
okay?
visit www.childhelp.org.
Do I move this?
Trust your instincts.
This up and just sit
A public service message brought to you by Child Help and the Ad Council.
You didn't bring your flip-flops, huh?
I didn't have time.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place means. Excuse me.
Right. Look, it's so many women in line up right. And get you for JJ Steam. Look, Miss Deb. Okay, I owe you for JJ Steam. I owe you for JJ Steam. Oh, Lord. Look, we're going to have 100 people around here.
Okay, so position yourself where you don't want to hit the middle part.
I was thinking more money from pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
Got a church fan.
That's way better. Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united.
So how
Brought
does
to
it
you by
feel?
United Way and the Ad Council.
Like super warm or?
Warm.
Okay.
Not hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like steam, like used directly in the sauna.
Definitely. In a hot bath.
Okay.
You know, soak.
It should be like a warm bath. It
feels like a hot bath.
shouldn't be too hot.
No,
Yeah.
It should feel nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and relaxing, and
the fragrance
The
is
fragrance is nice.
It
yeah,
is.
smells good. And now both of them are steaming on completely different herbs.
So
they are. Okay.
Yes.
will I smell like potpourri down there for the rest of the day?
Look,
I might have plans
So
later on.
you have gentle herbs. I'm
Okay.
steaming you on gentle herbs. Now I'll talk a little bit about gentle herbs. I'm steaming you on disinfecting herbs.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about the herbs. That each woman, you could have been on cooling herbs too, but because of what you filled out, I put you on those so we can cleanse more. Okay, so everybody that comes to me fills out a questionnaire prior to being steamed because every woman can't steam the same.
Okay.
All steaming is different. So every woman has different needs. So I have to know what she's going through prior to, doing the steam. So we're good. So you all are good. When you hear that timer goes off, that's your time. Okay, you can do 30 minutes. Okay. But you can come and get the rest of your session. So we're going to break it up in 2 parts. So you can still get the rest of it, just not today.
But this is my
It won't be scented, but you will have a different smell. You'll have a different taste. It won't be the same because you are cleansing it. You're steaming it.
I'll take that. Absolutely.
Donate stuff, create jobs.
This is the new thing.
Find your donation center at goodwill.org.
What's up right here, right?
All right, here we go.
All right.
When I grow up, I want to be a new character. When I grow up, I want to be a lunch.
I didn't even put on the
I want to be a lunch.
We are, you know.
Hot lunch.
Ladies, get out there. Make sure you got the help with the baby diapers.
Football stage. When I grow up, I want to be a warm.
Contact Crystal. I will make sure you get the information. If you inbox me with it, I will send
When I
it.
grow up, I want to be a bench on the floor. When I grow up, I want to be a rocking chair on an island.
Okay. I know all my church people I want to invite. I'm going to be a rocking chair.
Not the church ladies. Not the church ladies. See, the church ladies are asking.
That my mother just texted me. Somebody must have told her I was on the Let me tell you.
Erica's mama want to know what she doing with her, to her vagina. Erica's mama said, "What you doing to your vagina on Facebook Live?" All the church ladies calling me, asking me what's happening. It does kind of look like a church robe.
Right. Oh, that is.
Oh my gosh.
God, that is hilarious. Oh my God.
So how we feeling now, ladies? We good? It feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's good to do like in the evening. You can do your home steams at home. You know, I supply the herbs, so you can do it at home. But it's nice to do it in the evening before you bed. It's really relaxing. It's therapeutic. It's very soothing.
I feel like after this, I want to go do some yoga.
Yes.
I want to do something else.
You can do that too. You can do that too. But my husband is over here like chiming in, like, yeah, you can do that too.
She wants to go do yoga. I got to
Already asked the questions about that.
Yeah.
My PSA numbers did go down after I tried it.
Yes.
Oh, you kidding me? Really?
Yes.
Okay, then hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
What's the PSA number?
That's the number that men have when they have prostate issues. The PSA numbers change. And my husband did a steaming, and his numbers changed, so it works for men. Oh, see, you got the theme song on. Oh, you better stop playing art. Hey.
54 after the hour, right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM, WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Chat Daddy. And if you go to my Facebook page, Art Sims, we are having a live demonstration of the JJ steaming here in studio. Crystal N. Courtney is the creator of Crystal's Cleaning Center, and she's brought two wonderful ladies here who are actually on the steaming pot right here in the studio. People going crazy on social media. This is all safe, wonderful, clean. It smells amazing in here. And Crystal, now let's talk about what each one of the ladies are, their treatment that you have decided for them tonight.
Okay, so everyone who comes to me to get a steam is not a one-stop shop. Everyone steams different. Everyone has different issues, and everyone's dealing with different things. So I have everyone to fill out an intake form prior to coming in, so I can take a look and see what their needs are, what their sensitivities are, and what herbs they should have. Mm-hmm. So Kanice is steaming on gentle herbs.
Okay. So Kanice, you on gentle herbs.
Yes. So any woman who has maybe a IUD, or if she has a cycle less than 27 days, she's bleeding too much, so we don't want her period to come on any sooner. Mm-hmm. So, or a woman who has an IUD, we don't want the IUD to come out. Right. So we just steam her lightly on 15 minutes on gentle herbs. Okay. So that's a combination blend of herbs that are nice and soothing for her. Okay. Now that woman who has less than 27 days cycle, That's a woman who's like a go-getter. This is an active woman. This is a woman that puts in a long day, and she has a lot of things on her plate, and she is overworked. She needs rest.
Okay.
So we steam her on gentle herbs as well.
Okay.
Okay. So what's happening with her uterus, it's weak, and it just, relaxes, like it can't hold on to the blood.
Okay.
So it's just letting it go too soon.
Right.
So we want to extend her cycle and make it longer.
Okay.
So we can extend cycles, we can shorten cycles if we're bleeding too much and too heavy. So we can manipulate what's going on with the woman with the herbs and her steaming.
Okay.
Okay,
good.
so that's what Kanisa's steaming on, gentle herbs.
All right.
Now, Erica is a woman who has gone through, she's representing all the women who are in their later years in life, who have gone through she sure don't look like it. She look good.
She look good.
She looks
right?
good.
Somebody trying to holler.
Black don't crack.
They say your toes look good. We got somebody with a little toe fetish, right? They don't see your toes. Look, they ain't worried about your vajayjay as much as they like your toes.
Well.
Right, okay.
So she has had a hysterectomy, okay? And she has gone through like the hot flashes and all that. So we're steaming her with cool herbs, or we can steam her on cleansing herbs. So we can just cleanse her system. If she has any debris or anything that's going on, we just clean her out. Or she can steam on cooling herbs. Cooling herbs are those herbs that if a woman is having hot flashes, we cool her on cooling herbs. Now, I was going through perimenopause, and my husband could tell you.
Well, actually, your husband said that, he did it and it helped him out quite a bit.
Yes.
Absolutely. Come on to the mic. Josie, turn the husband's mic on.
Well, even before that, when I was having hot flashes and I started steaming, in less than 2 months, baby, hot flashes went away.
Really?
Yes.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So now, as a gentleman, you're giving a testimony about this.
Yes.
Okay, and what happened?
Well, she was going through the beginning stages of menopause with the hot flashes. I mean, she was running me out the bed. She was so warm. And she started the steaming, and the hot flashes just went away.
Wow.
Yeah. And she hasn't had a hot flash now in about 3 or 4 months, something like that.
About a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay.
You had a base stock before that, then they came back a little bit.
Well, actually, my cycle came back. I steamed right past
And so you as a guy have steamed as well, too?
I've had problems with an enlarged prostate for the last few years, and my PSA numbers were high. And just back in maybe before Christmas, they were like 7, which is high for a guy my age.
Right.
I only did one steam because I just only did one, but just that one brought it down to 5.9.
Wow, that's a difference. That is a tremendous difference. And that's for your health.
Yeah, and that was just in a matter of 6 weeks.
He lets me be. He's my guinea pig.
I might be your new guinea pig. So wait, we're going to end the segment at the top of the hour. I'm going to push you over just a little bit so we can end this the proper way. When we come back from national news and all that, we're going to wrap up with Crystal, and then we have our last guest coming on with us this evening. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. We're steaming people right here live in the studio. We have a line down the block now. We'll be back in just a moment.
No. Women that are pregnant cannot steam. They not after postpartum is great because it'll pull back that's the snapback. It'll pull everything back in place. It'll pull out the afterbirth. It'll all of that all that bleeding stuff you have afterwards. It'll be great for that. All of that will come out. It'll pull the vagina back up and tighten and tone it. So afterwards, it's fabulous. But pregnant, no, because we don't want to soften up the cervix. We want all that to stay closed. We want the uterus to stay closed. We don't want the baby to come out. So not during pregnancy, but afterwards, absolutely.
National Security Chief, ordered Democrat Senator Jeff Merkley.
Well, it may not come out during your steam, but during your next cycle, you'll feel some differences. You'll see some differences. Oh, you don't? Oh, because you have the IUD. Okay, yeah. So you may not have. If there's anything there, it may change. You'll see. Yeah. Okay, you guys, what's going on? Hi, Terry. Hi, Melody. Derek. They're on camera. Hi, Kim. Hey, Fred, Mickey. Anthony, Fred, what's going on? Hi, Mommy. Ed, how you doing? Kim. How are you, Cousin Kim? I will answer all of your questions after we finish. Okay, John, you want to take a couple?
Oklahoma is ending after 9 days. Corresponding Clayton
I'm about
Neville
to tear up the spot.
Republican leadership.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, because some of this is borderline. I was talking some stuff earlier with somebody.
Sonya, girl, I'm still looking for that picture from that fashion show with the deltas that I did. I'm still waiting on that. Ethan, how you doing?
The House rejected a GOP-led effort today.
Miss Simone.
To require a balanced federal budget.
Hey, Ship Phyllis. My son is on. Hey, baby. What's that? Oh yeah. I'm gonna have a men's. Yeah, get some men's steaming. Some mints. Hi, Dale. Hi, Morgan. So I'll be answering questions. Hey, Soroval. Later. Derek, I'm glad you like it. Hi, Isabella. Oh, Mama Shirley on. How you doing, Mama Kirkwood? Yes. So we're Karen Collins. Thanks for tuning in. Sister Greek Kenya, how are you? Good, thanks for tuning in.
15% off your first order. Hey, I appreciate you.
Ooh. Wendy.
The talk of Chicago is 1690 WVON Sherwin.
Hello. So we are, I think we have like one more segment, but I will definitely answer any questions that you guys have and probably do a follow-up so I can answer questions. And if anybody wants to do a steam, I'll have my schedule for next month. I'll have my schedule. Okay. I'll have my schedule, so we'll be cool. I can give you all some appointments to come in. Yes, it is. And people always think like vaginal steaming, that's gonna hurt. It doesn't hurt. It feels good, right? Nobody wants to get up. Like when the session's over, they be like, no, I just look back at the clock like, 15 minutes to be up. Right, everybody wants more. You know, it like leaves you wanting more.
I was like this, and I'm like, what is it?
Yeah, it feels good. And you know, it's like the hormones and stuff that's actually being released, like that oxytocin, that, you know, what you get when you feel like happy, like in a new relationship, that newness, you feel, you know, like that love, you know, hormone. It's like a happy, it's like a happy kind of, every woman needs to do this. Every woman needs one at home, so you can go home after a long day of whatever, dealing with whatever, and steam and feel good. My mother, every time she calls me or something, she's like, what are you doing? You know, she came over to the house the other day and rang the bell. My husband came to the door. She's like, where's Crystal? Steam her vagina? Really, Mom? No. She think that's all I do is steam my vagina. Is she so much steam my vagina? No.
How often can you do it?
Huh? How often? You can steam daily.
Really?
As long as you know how to steam and how to do your setup, you can steam. You know, and I think everybody should have a steam in their house, and all the women should be steaming. You know, yeah.
Because this reminded me of some old story that I heard where the young lady was having really bad cramps and they did something.
It helps with cramping. Yeah. It helps bring down that debris. Yes.
On the talk of Chicago.
That's, yeah. It's great for cramps. Should I have the headphones on? Oh, that makes a big difference. Hey. to my dream.
(8:07 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Chat Daddy, back for another evening of your favorite entertainment magazine show here at VON. We're an entertainment show, but we hope that you take away a lot of great information from this show. It's Relationship Thursday, and as you guys all know, it's my Friday, but I'll be back Monday night with another great edition of Real Talk, Real People. We'll meet a businesswoman who has gone through everything from sexual molestation, several abusive relationships, to even being homeless. And her mission now is to help other women to build their business. And she's giving back by having an event to help women to get themselves back on their feet. And then we'll meet a 21-year-old author and illustrator by the name of Brett Brown. And he's written a children's book entitled Haley's Comet. And this book is Brett's story of how he was bullied as a child, and he turned his bullying into a really wonderful children's book. And so we'll meet him on Monday night, and this amazing businesswoman. So make sure you tune into the Monday night edition of Real Talk, Real People right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. So right now, I'm sure this is history for WVON. Only Chat Daddy show do we do these type of things and get away with it. Look, my biggest concern was like, Lord, I don't want the morning crew to come in tomorrow. What's that smell?
My mother.
It smells beautiful.
My mother
in
said,
here.
You're going to be steaming vaginas at WVON.
You're
It's
right.
going to smell like vajayjay in
No,
there.
it's not. It actually smells beautiful in here. It really does. And so again, look, I bought my little Febreze and stuff. And I was like, I don't want one crew coming in talking about what done went on in here last night. So yes, but no. So we have Crystal M. Courtney here with us, and she's the creator and owner of Crystal's Cleaning Center, and she's the lady behind this hot new trend of women wanting to get their vajayjay steamed. And actually, these ladies are beautiful. It smells great. They look great, and so far, I guess it's been okay. So now, Crystal, who cannot have their vajayjay steamed?
Well, women who are pregnant cannot steam. If you're on your cycle, if you're currently on your cycle having red blood, then you cannot steam. You have to steam after your cycle's ended. Any woman that has 2 periods a month, she's bleeding too much. She can't steam. I would recommend that she does acupuncture to get that bleeding under control first prior to doing.
All right.
Yeah. And then those women who have spontaneous bleeding, they shouldn't bleed because we don't want them bleeding any longer or any more than they're already bleeding. Okay. Now, there are women with sensitivities who can still steam. They just have to be steamed the proper way. Okay. And those are women that may have herpes or some type of, that could have an outbreak. So they have sensitivities. They need to be steamed on special herbs and a special way. They need a mild steam. Okay. And then there are women who may be having hot flashes. We don't have to steam her as long because she's already too hot as it is. So, so some women have sensitivities and some women can't steam at all. So again, that's why I do the intake to see where we are. Now, you have some people who have gone to spas or something and they just put everybody on the same herbs and steam them for 30 minutes. And that's not good to do. So if you need to go to someone who's certified who can.
And that's what I wanted to talk about. So how did you get into this and what qualifies you? I mean, because this room does smell amazing. The ladies look okay. I mean, look, I almost feel like I need to go sit on the hot car.
So I'm a certified vaginal steam practitioner, and I got my training through Cleansingchick, and she has the longest, running. She's the biggest production of vaginal steam saunas in America, and she also has the most what kind of research.
So
she has
research.
She has the most research done on vaginal steaming that's current to this day. And she has actual case studies, and she's put this information together to see how, the trends. She started developing patterns and see how these things were working. But vaginal steaming is nothing new. But because in the 1900s, the doctors wanted to get rid of the midwives, we've lost some of those traditions, and some of those practices have gotten lost along the way, and to the point where they actually made midwife illegal. Having women dealing with herbs, they branded them as being witches, and they would kill them. So, they put that in place so they could take over this industry. And they did a pretty good job, because today they're cutting us for every reason, and we don't have to be cut. You can actually deal with these issues naturally at home.
Naturally. Okay, so what would be the age range of the average woman that would be?
From 12 and up.
12? As young as 12 years old?
As young as 12. You can get a woman before she starts her cycle and have her steam. You know, it's just herbs. It's warm water herbs.
Okay.
So it's 100.
And again, as I said, it smells amazing here in this studio.
So it's like tea. You're sitting on tea. You can make your own steam unit at home. You know, if you want some guidance on your herbs, I can help you with that. You know, if you just want to get your herbs. But every woman should be steaming.
Okay, every woman should be steaming.
And man.
I was getting ready to say, look, I didn't actually come in my steaming outfit, but I mean, you know, so
I got one for you, Art.
So how does one, because these ladies are actually, you know, with cute little moo-moos on. So I mean,
well, I had these designed here because it encapsulates the entire chair, and it's steam that comes all the way up. So her whole body is.
When we come to you, we have to take off our.
You're going to take everything off.
Take everything
off. Because you want to let the body, let go.
Absolutely.
And that steam is therapeutic and it's healing. So you want your body to absorb all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Definitely.
Well, I will have to try steam.
Yes. I will have you over.
I sure will. You have a date. All right.
Cool.
Okay. So what else do we need to know before we have to run?
What else do we need to know? Well, my schedule is really crazy. So if you want to steam with me, usually I know what my schedule is prior to, usually a month in advance. So right now, I'm getting my schedule ready for next month. So I'll know within the next 5 days. So you can contact me at Crystal Cleansing Center. My cell is 312-730-3304. And my website is www.crystalcleansingcenter.com. You can hashtag Cleansingchick, okay, to find me. And I think we covered a little bit of everything. So if anybody has any other questions, I sure am. I'm on everything. Let's see, on Facebook, I'm on as Crystal N. Courtney, Vaginal Steam and Colonic Services. On Twitter, you can find me at Crystal Colonics, or you can always hashtag Crystal N. Courtney. You can find me on Instagram as Vaginal Steaming and Colonics under Crystal N. Courtney, one word. And I'm also on LinkedIn.
Okay, very good. So I do want to talk to tell everybody your first name.
Kenise.
Hi, Kenise. How are you? So
I'm doing well.
Had you ever done this before tonight?
No, I have not. This is my very first time.
Oh, and on national radio.
On national radio.
And Facebook.
Hey,
I love it. Look, we applaud you for that, right? So how did it feel?
It's very soothing and very relaxing. Even now, I feel very tranquil. So even as she said that the steam was coming up my body, it makes sense because there's like a peaceful feeling that I feel now. So it's very relaxing and very soothing.
And would you do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
because I was the one that could only do the 15 minutes for the sensitivity.
Okay.
And I kind of feel cheated. So I want my other 15 minutes because I really enjoyed it.
Well, look, we want you to get all the pleasure you can. So we'll let you stay around. We'll let you look. I ain't going to put you out. Look, anytime you want to put yourself out, you know I'm going to put you out. So just hang on.
Now, most women have that feeling. You want more. It's like, it's not enough. It's like you want more, but a little bit it goes a long way, because it's very powerful.
Okay.
So you don't have to oversteam. You just want to get that just enough to get what you need.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, I feel clean now. I feel tingly. All that good stuff. Well, Crystal, thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me, Art.
Give me the information one more time.
I am Crystal N. Courtney, and I am the Cleansing Chick. I can be found at crystalcleansingcenter.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn as Crystal N. Courtney.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you to our two models this evening. These two ladies actually came and got their JJ Steam right here at WVO. Chad Daddy make history all the time on this radio. No other show has had a live demonstration of a JJ Steaming.
No.
May not have a job when I come back Monday, but at least I did it. I pulled it off. All right. So listen, when we come back from break, we're going to talk to a young lady who says you should not be bitter after divorce. You should actually get better. And she's going to explain why. You're listening to the Thursday night edition of Real Talk, Real People, where we go from steaming you over JJ to making you be happy after your divorce. We'll be back in just a moment. Yay! You all do not have to leave. I just need to get the next guest on. So, no, it's the doctor that's in there. Yeah. So you all just do what you need to do. We need to get pictures, so just hold tight.
Okay.
It smells so good when you get to the front door.
Really? You can smell it there, huh?
Yes.
Cool.
While you were taping, I'm entering our system.
Oh, nice to meet you. I was going to call you to let you know that we needed some, you know, but I was like, I'm not going to call you. I said, we just figure it out when we get there. But nice to meet you.
Okay, Mrs. Sorrel. Hey! Oh, hello. I totally missed that. I'm Gina. What's your name? How are you?
I'm going to put you here in this chair.
Do I need to move?
And make yourself comfortable. I know, relax.
I got it on Sunday at the expo.
Oh, did you? That's cute. That's cute.
I just got it at the expo.
Grab you a chair.
Thank you.
You actually, you want like
Wait,
Facebook?
doctor.
Okay, so if you want to, or if it's better here, you can do here. And if we need some more chairs, you guys can get some out of there.
You warm?
Another chair.
All right, I think that was 30 minutes, Erica.
If anybody else needs a chair.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
They did?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people saw it on the Housewives. Yeah. The Braxtons, yeah. They've steamed their vaginas too on the Braxtons. Everybody that has a reality show have steamed their vaginas. Yeah, everybody has steamed their vaginas on their reality. Okay. All right. We gotta talk. I wanna go to the event that I saw on your page.
Oh, Monday Night Mingle? I know, so it's I'm just not mingling right now. I'm just so busy.
No, the one with the tickets. I saw you can purchase tickets for.
Yeah. No,
I want to go to that.
No, I want you there. It's free.
It is?
And then the one for STEM women.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go to that.
That breakfast is $50. Yes.
Yeah, I want to go to
Please.
that.
Okay, definitely.
Definitely. Now, I just need to.
That's another story.
Oh, yeah. I just want to, you can put it there, that's fine. I want to get tickets so I can go because I saw the lineup and that looks really good. I need to be there to get that information.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
We got some heavy hitters. We got Darlene to do the moderating.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, you guys. I'm out. I'll talk to you later.
You saw that?
Thanks for watching.